Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if it is your first time here, welcome to React and Chill, where I react to anime, TV shows, movies, trailers, and I also do movie reviews. Follow me over on my socials at React and Chill over on Twitter and React_and_chill over on Instagram, where you can get more channel updates. So, last time on Bleach, we finally met Kukaku Shiba, and her plan was to help shoot the gang into the Serite, purely because the barrier, the wall of the Serite area is made up of what do they call it? The Seki. The barrier is called the Seki, and it has its own energy surrounding it. So the whole Serite it's got an energy barrier from above and below, so you can't dig underneath it, nor can you come into it. However, using a certain amount of force, she was going to blast them through like cannonballs, and they were going to be in this they were going to form their own cannonball spirit energy called the Rashukaku. So they were going to use their own spirit energies to form a spirit energy core to be strong enough to be able to break into the Serite. I made a mistake there. It was the spirit core was called the Rashukaku. We also found out during this time Rukia's execution date has been moved up to 14 days now. And there seems to be a bigger thing in play, like I mentioned at the end of the last episodes, because she was transferred into the repentance cell, like a tower, and then when you look out through the tower, you see it's not a guillotine, it's literally like a massive sword about to cut your head off. Certain higher ranked members of the Soul Society are executed this way, so there was definitely something in play here. Renji ran into Captain Aizen. Now, Aizen had his own sort of ideas of what he thinks is going on with Rukia, which made Renji question a lot of things. Renji definitely feels the aspect of, you know, what's happening to Rukia, the fact that Byakuya hadn't tried to plead a case more. But I think he was questioning like what certain things that Aizen was saying. The fact that he's a captain but has this very different ideology, I know it's going to come back some point, but I don't trust him either way. All the captains get summoned, so we got to see loads of different characters, loads more names to remember. But we saw all the other captains, and Gin was brought forward. He was almost summoned to find out, you were the one who met with the Ryoka. But then and the fact that Gin had met the Ryoka, how come they're still alive? They shouldn't still be alive. What's going on? And they were questioning Gin and trying to actually question his not morals, but almost, I wouldn't say they were standing trial, but he almost in front of his fellow captains as to why this was. Before they could go into it any further, the alarm went off that someone breached the Serite barrier, and I'm assuming it was the cannonballs that were being fired up. So yes, here we are with the next episodes, 25 and 26, and hopefully we'll see the gang breaking into the Serite.
What the hell's going on? Ganju, I'm talking to you!
Oh yeah.
So, our Ichigo has finally succeeded in forming a cannonball, has he? We're inside the Serite, and you must remember that...
What happened?
Dreams. Have I been here long? And what am I doing sleeping here on the floor?
Are we all here now?
What's
Yes,
his
sir.
tail?
What do you mean? Is there something wrong with it?
Yeah.
Did he do something in his sleep?
Perfectly wonderful.
Fell asleep and grabbed Mr. Yoruichi's tail. It took the three of us to get you to let go, and by then it was too late.
Poor Yoruichi.
Last time I saw him, he was downstairs muttering some nonsense to himself.
Never fear! Ganju is here! Pretty sweet, right? Save your breath, because I'm not lending it to you. Don't even ask.
Oh, I'm crushed to hear that.
My big brother was killed by a Soul Reaper.
Here we go. So I think it'll tell him.
Ganju, don't you dare!
That time his spiritual power was at 6th class. And he finished a 6-year curriculum in 1 year.
Whoa! This guy was smart. And very capable.
But he was betrayed by his comrades. His own Soul Reaper allies led him to his grave. But there are two things I'll never forget. Faces. Those two faces.
Oh.
Somehow my brother never blamed the Soul Reapers. And he never hated them. Somehow you seem different from the other Soul Reapers.
Oh, and it makes more sense why Ganju is a bit more... if what he says is real in the sense that his brother was betrayed by his own comrades, now it makes sense why what's the word? Not affinity, but I know what I mean, trust, and I can't think of the word, but the fact that I'm assuming, like I said, I don't know, he probably doesn't know that Ichigo and Rukia are part of the same squad, but he's willing to go out for his friend. He feels like, what sort of person would I be if I couldn't save her? Because he's clumped all the Soul Reapers together. The fact that he's looking out for another Soul Reaper, whereas he felt like his brother wasn't, the people in his squad didn't look out for him.
I think that's what makes you different.
Yeah.
And I think if I go with you, I might discover something important. That's why I've decided I'm going to help you.
You and me, then.
You and me.
Are you all ready for the cannonball?
Yes.
I guess I ought to give it a try.
Damn. That's crazy.
If you're all ready to go, then the final countdown begins now.
Now listen. Once we're inside the Seirete, it's important that we stick together.
Okay.
If you should encounter any captains, don't fight them. Don't even think about it. Now it has begun. Pour your spirit energies into the center.
Yeah, they're gonna make a collective cannonball.
72 pairs of legends. The right paw of the monkey captures a star.
Whoa! That's sick. Her arm becomes like the ignition. Woof.
Flower crane cannon number 2. Kagasaki Blossom.
Kagasaki Blossom.
Somehow I thought blast-off would be more explosive.
That was only the start, you simpleton.
Gonna fly off. Here we go.
These are the directions for the next stage of the launch. This will help with the precision guidance.
Oh.
In order to enter the Seirete successfully, we have to stabilize this cannonball. Keep your hands on the crystal in the center so that you'll be able to see how much energy the others are releasing. Now, Flower Crane Cannon, number 2 begins. The fate of 3 sparrows, the fate of 4 dragons.
That's what he
5
was
sides,
doing.
unable to return to...
Ichigo, I think you're releasing too much energy.
You really think I am?
Ichigo.
All right, I'm working on it.
Would you shut up? You and your big mouth made me repeat the same line twice.
Don't blame me just because you can't remember your stupid little chant.
Yeah, this is when we were at the meeting, got interrupted.
What's happening? Wait, Kenpachi. Where are you going?
I'm off to battle some strange Ryoka who went up against Ichimaru and somehow survived. Let's get the carving started.
Oh my god.
Saved by the security alert. You don't really think you'll get away with this, do you?
Oh my god.
Just remember, don't underestimate me, Ichimaru.
She must hear the clanging, can't she? Yep, there it is.
What the hell is that up there?
But there's a tower that Ruki is
Going to
in.
crash.
That is massive. Oh!
It hit the membrane. Yes, and it looks like it's being held there somehow. Push through!
I'm sure Ichigo alone could break that.
Don't get separated! The cannonball was destroyed by the shield, but its residual energy will still hold us up until it dissolves.
Hold hands. Go on to Ichigo. Oh, grab you! Who are you? No!
What are you doing?
Damn. Grab onto. If it wasn't for the situation, this would kind of be a bit romantic, but. Oof.
Damn, the intruders have split into 4.
Is that Chad by himself? Yeah, so Chad's one branch. Hinagiku, yes. Keshu, I reject.
Kurta-san! Sappa!
Oof. Oh, nice, he made sand.
Your skill did this, so shut up already.
Why are they fighting? Can they not see they are deep into enemy territory?
These two fall right into our hands.
Lucky me!
Yoruichi.
Find him! Orihime?
Oh, come on now, Ichigo.
Orihime.
Careful! The close quarters combat.
What were you dreaming about, Orihime?
Look, I'm fine, you see?
Forgive me. I know that you were protecting me.
Someone's lurking. Of course.
That's right, I said me! Lucky.
I'm gonna make a run for it first chance I get.
So now you're gonna run? What are you, some kind of little pansy?
These guys have too much spirit energy for an amateur soul reaper like you. Be my guest.
Yeah.
Oh, you two have a falling out? So,
Oh, great, just as I expected. One of them's after me.
if your power really is greater than mine, it'd be useless to run. Then I'll just defeat you and be on my way.
Yeah.
At least that's the way I see it.
Oh,
Dodged it.
that was quick. We're straight into the action to fight as well. Oof. Oh my god. Did they both get hit?
Ichigo. That's a good name. They say that guys with Ichi in their names are overflowing with talent and good looks.
I'm 3rd Seat Assistant Adjutant Squad 11, Ikaku Madarame.
He's gonna jump.
Turn it to sand! Now! Southpaw!
Nice. Where is he leading him into?
This is the old execution ground.
Oh my god.
Long ago, we bring hollows that we'd captured here. Pretty. I'm flattered that
I said pity, not pretty.
I realize that. Will you die by my sword? Or will you fall into that hole and die? Therefore, you must stop the bleeding. You can't just wipe it away. Hey! That's not fair!
You have an excellent reflex!
One could even say that some of your movements are nearly close to matching mine. Who is your master, Ichigo? It's Kisuke
Urahara.
Urahara.
I knew it! He must have been what was that?
I see.
Do it 20,000%. I knew it. So Ikaku recognized that the way he was fighting, his movements were really, really good. And it was more than just somebody who happened to be have strong spiritual energy. So somebody must have taught him in a way. So Ichigo said, yeah, his name was Kisuke Urahara. And I knew Kisuke. Look at that. Kisuke was a Soul Reaper. I just don't know how he ended up in the human world permanently. Oh,
Extend Hozukimaru!
nice.
A spear's reach is long, I know that much. An opening.
Oh no.
Split apart, Hozukimaru!
It would, yeah. Oh, whoa!
Rat! What do you see now? Become sand! Now!
It's gonna bury him in there. Unless it's a trap.
Well,
I'm sure he's got something up his
how
sleeve.
insignificant.
Yes!
Gotcha. And if you think that I'm just an ordinary Soul Reaper, then you're sadly mistaken. Loom for me, Fuji Kujaku. Watch as I break your Reishu Kaku core.
That what?
What?
Oh yeah, this bomb my sister made? It's unstable when its concentration of spirit power is broken.
Did he blast himself right across? Smart. I like that. It looked like one of those things from Egyptian times.
Ha! Running away again?
You can kiss my ass!
That looks.
Does it hurt? You probably can't hold a sword with that hand. But you're not serious, are you? Dead serious.
Bloody hell.
Now it's my turn, Ikaku.
Ikaku. Saying his name right.
Certainly some mighty brave words. Greenhorn.
So yes, that was episodes 25 and 26. Those are really good episodes. We had Ganju finally telling the team, everyone else, about what happened to his brother. We still don't know his brother's name, that he was a Soul Reaper. Not only that, his brother was incredibly skilled, graduating the top of his class at the Soul Reaper Academy, and being able to have the spirit level 6 of a lieutenant. So basically he was able to get through the education within a year, 6 years worth of education. So if anything, I feel like his death may have been more to do with people within his squad being jealous of his capabilities. He even became a lieutenant. So I've got a feeling there was some jealousy stuff, and it wasn't until I saw the episode 26, the new intro, because he saw this guy with his hair open. It looked red. I don't know if that's potentially Renji. That might have been the one who dragged his dead brother's corpse. He wasn't dead, but his corpse back to them. And, he was so angry because he couldn't understand why his brother was thanking them. But he feels like, his own team, his own squad betrayed him. So, interesting. So once they were able to get into, I kept calling it the flower crank cannon, it was the flower crane cannon. So once they got in there and they blasted off, there was even more spells and stuff that Ganju had to do while inside. Once they'd hit, it unfortunately blew up. And at that point, that's when we go back to the meeting that they had with Ichimaru, Gin Ichimaru. He was literally saved by the warning bell. And even Aizen said that, which was, again, I'm still very about Aizen. But as that went off, Kampachi ran off straight into, the name of, I heard Yaturu, but I'm not sure. Hopefully she's probably a lieutenant or a capable Soul Reaper. She jumped on his back. So Kampachi was off running, and then the old man, I don't know what's his name, was like, get to your battle stations. In the midst of the ball exploding, they split into 4 because Yoruichi had mentioned, make sure you don't get split up. Unfortunately, trying to save Uryu, Chad chucked him back into the residue that was left behind, and he got split off. That last moment when Orihime was trying to reach out to grab Ichigo, who had Ganju and Yoruichi, they unfortunately got caught in the whirlpool, so everyone split off. So we have 4 sections split off: Ganju and Ichigo, Yoruichi by himself, Chad by himself, and lastly Orihime and Uryu. So this episode, we concentrated more on Ganju and Ichigo. We came across, I never heard the name of the other one, but we came across Ikaku Madarame. I think I said that correct. So Ikaku was definitely happy. He was doing the dance and everything, very flamboyant. Ganju took that moment to run because he knew that their energies was really strong. So I don't know the name of the other eyelash guy, but he ran after Ganju, while Ikikaku had stayed back to fight Ichigo. Like I mentioned in the reaction, he had respected his fighting style. So he not just recognized it, but he knew that you can't be, just like he mentioned, a greenhorn. You can't be someone that just had the power. Your training, he respected the skill. He even said it was closely matched to his, which I forgot to pick up. So he asked him, who's your master? And even though Ichigo did say it was only for 10 days, it was Kisuke Urahara, that definitely rang a bell. 100%, and it goes back to what I predicted before, which Kisuke was part of the Soul Society. He had to have been a Soul Reaper, purely because he has a Sanpakuto, Benihime. So I've got a feeling now that I've mentioned it, maybe Kisuke had trained Ikaku. Like, did he train? He was like, who's your master? And again, I feel like he recognized the name. He definitely knows the name. That's why I think he was a Soul Reaper that used to be in the Soul Society, which I don't know how he ended up in the human world. Which now makes me think, did he teach Mr. Tesai those spells like Rukia was doing in the beginning of the series? Because Mr. Tesai can do that. So, and Ururu also has some sort of power. So I'm wondering if he was the one who trained them or taught them or was able to bring them into the fold. So that's interesting. I feel like Ikkaku definitely recognized Kisuke's name. I would even go as far as saying that I feel like Kisuke trained him. They might have been part of the same squad. They might have been part of the same team. Rukia definitely recognized him when she had come, or when she was roaming the world, because he was her go-to guy. So that's interesting. So we met the name of Ikkaku Zanpakuto, which is Hozukimaru. I think I said that right, yes. Which was like a staff spear, but he also was able to command it to turn into almost like a nunchuck, which is pretty cool. Oh yes, I've got to mention, when Ikkaku had, who is master, who trained him, he felt like, I have to take this battle seriously. I need to make sure I'm on it now. Again, when they both struck each other in the eye, he had given him that sort of respect. So I really like Ikkaku as a character, much more than the other one, because he respects Ichigo. He recognizes Urahara's name, so I wonder what their connection is. So even after he cut Ichigo tied up his arm. He even extended his hand to be friends, but knowing that I won't get credit if I don't bring you in. But even Ichigo uses massive Zanpakuto to break the wall. He was like, if you think this fight is over, you must be, because they know they're matched for match in power. It's just that Ikkaku has a bit more skill because he's got a bit more practice because of that. So that was really interesting. I just called him the Eyelash Man. He's fifth seat of Squad 11 when she mentioned Squad 11's the strongest squad. And I probably will have to go back and check. Ikkaku's probably part of the same squad. And we met his Zanpakuto, which is Fujikujaku. Yeah, here we go. Fujikujaku. Which looked like one of those, not axes, but they used to use them in ancient Egypt. Actually, if you think about it, he had like a collar, so he almost looked like a pharaoh, one of those ancient Egyptians, and with the, oh my god, brilliant. So I think his style was like one of those Egyptians with the collar, and then he had the hair down like that, and obviously the pharaohs and how they looked like, and his weapon represented that. So that's actually really interesting if that was the case. So he was outsmarted by Ganju, who was able to use the spirit core. He had a extra one to escape from him, and there was also that pit, old execution pit, which was getting me to raise my eyebrows because of how they chucked criminals in there with hollows and they battled it out. Sounded like some sort of old school gladiator type punishment. But that was it for these two episodes. These are really good episodes. We're getting to see more characters, more people of the Soul Society. We are getting to see more battles. I really did enjoy the battle between Ikkaku and Ichigo. The one thing that's been on my mind, and I think I've mentioned this last time, was what would happen next once they free Rukia. This is where I'm a bit concerned with. When they get Rukia and they bring her back, I mean, Renji and Byakuya walked up in the human world like nobody's business to bring Rukia. So what will happen? Will they fight for Rukia's freedom? Will they be recognized? Will Ichigo be recognized as a Soul Reaper to defend? So that's, I think, my overall conclusion to what is going to happen when they save Rukia. Are they going to be able to escape? If they do escape, will Rukia be banished? Because this comes back to what I think about what happened to Kisuke. I feel like Kisuke was banished. He can no longer return to the Soul Society, so maybe Rukia will be cut off and she can no longer return. So yeah, no, it was interesting. I'm really excited to see all the other interactions, all the other team ups between the other characters. Oh, and lastly, Yoruichi was kind of happy he was on his own, which I agree as well, because he's the most experienced and probably a bit more agile as a cat. So yes, that was it. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you did like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and as always, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.